Our Agent Zero, host of Gil's Arena, with us now. Gil's Arena, hosted by Gilbert Arenas and Josiah Johnson. Gil's Arena airs live Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Part of the Underdog Content Network. Is available on YouTube, the iHeartRadio app, and everywhere podcasts are heard. Good morning, Gilbert.
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Yo, Gil, real talk, real quick. Why are you making little baby girls cry, man? What's going on with that? I saw a video of you online. You made you made somebody's child cry. One of your boys. I think it was Nick Young's baby girl.
Oh, yeah,
was that from a long time ago?
Yeah, that's Nick Young's baby. You can make her cry. All his kids. You just pick on all his kids. Got to get them ready for the real world.
Why you sound like Dave Chappelle's kid? I didn't stop on nobody's couch. Yeah, I get it.
That's true. You got to get ready at some point. Somebody got to get them ready, right?
Yes, sir.
Gilbert Arenas somehow has transplanted part of Times Square and put it in his basement or something. I mean, I can't get over the studio. This is a home studio. It's nuts. What do you think about Game? Gilbert, what do you think about Game 3 tonight? I mean, the winner of Game 3 in a knotted series wins 80% of the time. They're at Miami, but Denver's going to make some adjustments. It was a close game, Game 2. Who do you like tonight?
Denver. Going into the fourth quarter, they were up 8, and Duncan Robinson hit, about 10 points in about a 4-minute span. And from there, they just capitalized on that lead, and Jimmy does what Jimmy does the last 5 minutes, control the tempo, control the game. If it wasn't for those shots, they'd probably get blown out again. So the guys that in Miami have to play well every game to have a chance to win. A decent game, they get blown out.
So Gil, I've been straight up arguing with Max and Key about this and callers. And I know we've been arguing about it, damn it. For a lot of Miami Heat callers, because I keep saying that Denver is the more talented team. Mm-hmm. Who's the more talented team to you?
Here's your argument. You take Denver's starting 5 and you say, all right, go make Denver's starting 5 roster. The only person who's going to make that team in their position will be Jimmy. He will beat out Michael Porter Jr. Everybody else will not make that starting 5. So
how could they? With that being said, though, Gil.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Gil.
With that being said, though, how could they run through the East in the playoffs the way that they did? I understand Giannis got hurt, Jay, so be quiet. I get it. But how could they run through the East in the playoffs?
Who was their next matchup?
Mm-hmm. The Knicks.
New York.
Knicks. Okay.
Yeah. New York.
And then they took care of Boston, and now they 1-1 with the Nuggets. Switch home court back to them tonight.
Okay, so with a team like Miami, right? You can't knock. They're great at what they do. Right? The players are maximizing their talents. They're very disciplined on the defensive end. They take the shots that they take. So playing against a Boston team that has a lineup of Al Horford as the person that's supposed to block shots, okay. And then you have 2 point guards at the guard position that are defensive players, but they're too small for the guy they're supposed to be guarding, which is Jimmy Butler. So in a 7-game series, the disciplined team will win. Now you're playing against a bigger team that's also disciplined. With
Gil, go ahead, Key, go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought, Gil, how do you explain that they are outscored? Not only is this an 8th seed that's running wild through the playoffs, but they're outscored in the first quarter through the playoffs. They're outscored in the second quarter through the playoffs. They're outscored in the third quarter through the playoffs. They're minus in all those quarters. They're plus 90 in the fourth quarter, the Heat. Plus 90. How do you explain that?
Jimmy Butler. When you get to the last 5-6 minutes, like even last game, I think 14 out of the last 17 points, it was him. Either he scored it or made the pass that contributed to that bucket. So he is like Jokic, Steph Curry, mixed with Draymond Green in the last 5 minutes of, the game in the fourth quarter. So he really takes pride in making sure they get great possessions So that would make a lot of sense because in the fourth quarter, it's Jimmy doing everything.
Former 3-time NBA All-Star, Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas joining us here on Keyshawn, JWill, and Max. Yo, Gil, if you were Kyrie Irving, what would you do? Would you re-sign with Dallas and run it back with Luka? You want to get to Bron and play in LA land? You willing to go through that whole thing again? Like, you got to go to LeBron to find a way to win. What would you want to do?
It all depends where he's at mentally. If he's trying to get back to championship status, I would go with LeBron. If you're trying to really find out who you are, get out of the media for a while, I'll stay with Luka. It's a safer duel. But it is the NBA, so you're going to get coverage anyway. But it really all depends on what he's looking for at this moment in time.
So if you are Kyrie, I guess not if you Kyrie, scratch that. Who do you think needs one another more? Does LeBron need Kyrie or does Kyrie need LeBron?
Depends on when we talk. If LeBron needs another championship and he wants another championship, he needs Kyrie. Okay. He needs that fourth quarter player that can make shots, that can create offense when offense is broken. Kyrie needs LeBron to take the pressure off of just his image itself, right? No one's ever questioning Kyrie's basketball play, right? It gets that part of his game gets overshadowed by, the off the court personal stuff. And I think, when LeBron is on a team, no one focuses on anyone else outside of that court. And, that could be a great thing for Kyrie also. When you think about
the crazy thing about it, Gil, is all athletes, me, you, Jay, we all kind of think the same, even though we all play different sports and differently. But you think like I think about Kyrie. Jay thinks the same way you think about Kyrie's situation. Max thinks something totally different.
Well, this is what I think. Gil. Kyrie might be the most skillful player who ever lived. But the fact is, this is not my opinion, I'm just looking at the facts. There are large sample sizes. At every stop he's made, the team has not been better with him than without him, except when he played with LeBron. Like, he's too good for that to be the case, but that be the case, right? Why is that? Why are teams able now in Brooklyn, in Boston, where he goes, in Dallas, they are at least as good without him as they are with him? Why is that?
He's a one-on-one juggernaut type of player, right? Which is it's the Kobe, the Jordan, skill. Mm-hmm. So when you tell him be number one, what you end up doing is saying, all right, you have the responsibilities of making everyone better, which means he has to try to alter a game that's not his. Versus LeBron, take care of the team, you do you. You be great at what you do.
This is a great answer.
So what ends up happening is when he has the boat to himself, he has to do things that he's capable of doing it, but he's never had to do it. So with LeBron, you take care of the team, I'll kill. With Luka, you take care of the team, I kill. When it's him by himself, he tries to play point guard. He's trying to get people involved.
With Tatum, and he's really more of a point guard. But that's a very good answer because with James Harden,
he's not really more of a point guard. That was the problem with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
No, I get that's what Gil is saying. Yeah. It's not, but with James Harden, when he's like, James, you run point. He was great with Harden when they didn't have a lot of games together, but when they were on he was. That's a very good second time today. I asked an expert a question, got a great answer.
But also, Max, Gil spoke to the fact that LeBron needs Kyrie if he wants to win another championship, much like me and Jay talked about. That's what LeBron wants to win another title.
He was just in the conference finals playing 4 close games.
It doesn't matter.
He got a lot closer than Kyrie did.
We're not.
I understand. That's why I
just let it go. Max will keep fighting on this hill. He'll die on the hill, Gil.
I'm not dying. I'm on top of the hill planting my flag.
Gil, we only have you for another 2 minutes. Hold on a second. What's your interpretation of what the hell is going on with Ja Morant? Like, keep it a buck with us on it. Like, there's so much. Tell me the real on this with you.
We were all 21, 22, 23, right?
Yes.
Now you throw in $200 million shoe contracts, Gatorade. I'm the most popular player around kids. I mean, I'm loved. It's the AI effect. He is the AI of this generation. When it comes to just this rock star, superstar status. And the problem is, no one has taught him how to be a superstar. Right? Zion Williams was already being prepped from Duke to learn how to be in the spotlight. So he has his mannerisms of how to move a little bit. John Morant didn't. It just came overnight, and Zion got hurt. He became that guy, and he doesn't know how to be the superstar. He's trying to be a regular 23-year-old, and you're too popular for that.
Not allowed to be a regular 23-year-old and a superstar, that's for sure. Gilbert Arenas, ladies and gentlemen, former NBA guard, 3-time All-Star, host of Gil's Arena. Thank you, Agent Zero. Always good talking to you.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right, Gilly.
Gil, how much money are you making in gaming, man? You a gamer, huh?